Alright, dangerous day out here on the beach today. We're going to do a little beach metal detecting. Glad I could bring you along with me. Beach has just recently been renourished. Flip you around here. We're going to try our best. So, we'll do a little bit of the dry sand stuff, and then we'll head down to the water and see what we can do. I'll turn you back on as soon as I find something. Now, one of the things about beach metal detecting that I've learned here is you have to constantly ground balance your detector. If you get your detector ground balanced right, you can start hearing more things. There's a lot of low tones. You'll notice it'll start playing because it's reflecting off the water and the wet soil. But I'm here by a pier, and I'll turn you around. I'm trying to keep the camera behind the pylon here so that the wind doesn't drown us out. But I'm thinking I might find some lures and some hooks here, and as the tide starts heading out a little bit more. So I'll flip you back around. I'll turn you back on as soon as we find something worth looking at. Alright, I'm getting a nice 77 tone. And I was. There, whoop, wait a minute. Picking up my sand digger. I lost it. There it is. Right there's a nice 72, 73. So we're going to dig it. I'm getting it between 2 and 8 inches. And it's jumpy. So there might be a couple things here. I hope this wind isn't too bad. If it is, waste of a video. But we're going to dig and I'll pull you back out. Alright, I only went down a couple of inches. It's only been about 15 seconds since I had that on. And I'm not getting anything on the detector. So let's see if it's in the shaker. You see anything in there? Do you see it? That's because there's nothing in there. Let's look around some more and see if I can hit that tone again. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull out the pin pointer because I'm getting all kinds of weird signals here. So let's see if it's actually in here. Here it is. What is it? It's treasure! Looks like we got us an old crusty penny. I'm pretty sure that's going to come out as a zinc penny. Can you see it? I'm pretty sure that's going to be a zinc. We'll do the age-old method of wiping it off on the pants. Can you see it? Let's try it again. Whoop! It tried to jump back on me. Apparently it wasn't ready to be dug. I'm guessing by how corroded it is. Yeah, I can see someone linking right there. How corroded it, I'm guessing by how corroded it is. That's a zinc. But hey, it gave me a good tone, gave me a good chase. Let me check the hole again. Where's my bag here? There we go. Let me check my hole again and see if anything else pops up. That sucker must have jumped right out of my digger. I'm not a big fan of this type of digger. Why don't you guys have a look at this? Alright. Say, it's something I picked up cheap. Not a big fan. Doesn't have a good digging leading edge to it up here at the top. And the handle's kind of cheap and it's just uncomfortable. I guess I'm going to have to break down and order me a good one online. Let's see here. Nope. Got no tone. Alright, that was it. Let's fill in a hole and move on. Alright, here we go. Look at this, right on the surface. Let's see here. Look at that. Can you beat that with a stick? It's covered in wax. It's a nickel. Look at there. It's been out here for a little bit. Somebody must have used it. I know what they used it for. When surfers surf, they put wax on their surfboard so they can help maintain their grip. And what they did with this one is they like to rough up their wax a little bit. And so what they did is they roughed up their wax with a nickel and then just tossed it down on the beach. And now, I can't really tell the date on it. I know it's not old. It gave me a 50 signal. if you can make out the date, whoops, you might be able to see the date better now. Let's see, 2002 maybe. Whoops, look at that. Once again, something else tried to get away from me. Go back out into the wild. We'll clean it up later. We'll look at it when we get to the house. Alright, I want to show you a couple of things. I'm not having a whole lot of luck on this beach today, but I want to show you a couple of places that you really should always hit if you decide to look at a beach. Alright, first of all, look for signs like this. This is where somebody had a bonfire on the beach, which is legal here. They just have to make sure it's completely out and covered up when they leave. Now look all around the bonfire area, because that's where people have been sitting. Sometimes they forget their chairs and they just sit on the ground. Okay, another place is you see these beach accesses and those steps way over there, is a lot of times people will just drop their stuff by these signs. So I'm going to go over there in just a second, but let's switch around this bonfire live and let's see what I hit. The problem too is a lot of people, like I said, like to bury their beer cans right next to their bonfires. Then little kids come out later and they cut their fingers on it, cut their foot on it, and then it's a bad vacation for everybody. Whoop, I got a signal. Let's see. It's giving me a 49.50, and it's not deep at all, so we're going to dig this one live. I'm just going to go straight to the pinpointer. I'm going to go straight to the pinpointer, and let's see what we have. All right. Alright. Should have brought my gloves, but I'm an idiot. I brought them, they're in the car. I just forgot to wear them. Alright, whatever it is right here. Well, what do we got? We have appears to be melted aluminum can slaw. Yep, they melted their cans in the fire. Oh well, we'll pick that up, take that out of here. Oh, there's more. Let's see. Probably the rest of that can. Yep, there it is. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is aluminum foil. And it's just trash that doesn't need to be on the beach. I mean, eventually it'll waste away to nothing. But still, let me get my digger out here. Eventually it'll waste away to nothing. Let's see. Something right in here. Is that it? It's probably going to be more aluminum foil. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. Oh, fooled me. There it is. Beer can. Well, we'll take that out of here and throw that in the trash on the way out. See what I mean? People come out here and do these campfires, and then they bury their beer cans. Then some little kid comes along, they dig, they cut their feet. So it's always important. It's always important to get all the trash, as much trash off the beach as you can. We're going to fill in this hole, look around where people sit, see what we find here. As you can see, I'm sitting down here right on the water line, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't found anything along the water line. I hope this wind isn't so bad that you guys can't hear me. But one thing we have down here in the south, you might be able to see them up there, the rare man-eating seagulls. Now, you can always tell the man-eating ones because they have that white head. And you can also always tell the males from the females because just like in cartoons, the females always have these long eyelashes. So for you tourists who are planning on coming to visit the south, visit the beaches, just keep an eye out for those. Okay, not really, but you gotta admit, it was funny and I had to have something to fill in this video. Here, how about a nice shot of the beach? Because that's about what I'm getting today, is a nice picture of the beach. Alright, I'm going to move to the other side of the pier over there, move up into the dry sand, and we'll try our luck up there. Now you see that lady right there taking her life into her hands, hanging out with these rare man-eating seagulls? I'm telling you, you got to be careful with these things. One thing I want to point out though, we always fill in our holes anyway. We always try to fill in the holes anyway, especially here at the beach. This is a sea turtle nesting area. Now, they're not in season right now. They're not in laying season. But people like to walk the beaches at night. People rent these little cottages and stuff. And they like to walk the beaches at night. And when they do, it's really not nice for them to fall into your holes. A lot of people will build sand castles and not fill them in. And there's actually a law here at this beach that says you must fill in your holes when you leave the beach. And it's just common courtesy. So there's a metal detectorist, and there's one right there where it looks like I may have to fill in a hole. If you can see that right there. As a metal detectorist, a couple of things I like to do is I carry a trash bag with me all the time. And when I do, I like to pick up, bottle caps and cans and whew, that wind is blowing today. Let me turn around. There we go. I like to pick up bottle caps and cans and stuff. All those little foot cutters so children don't cut up their feet and then they end up in the emergency room. And that just ruins a good vacation when you can't go into the beach and stuff like that. Now, it's kind of cool today. It's February 17th. It's about 58 degrees out here. And, well, check it out. There's still people out there. So, I mean, the beach is always a good place to visit any time of the year. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes of the years it's better to find stuff than others. But we're just out here getting a little exercise today. So I'll turn you back on when I find something else. Okay, so we've moved on. We left the beach, and I hope this wind isn't too bad today. We left the beach, we moved down to the waterfront. And my first signal down here, about 10 seconds after getting down here, is a broken lead sinker. Now, I've never seen one break like that, but apparently it can happen because it did. So, let's see what else we can find. Okay, so we got home, we checked our finds. We found that lead sinker down at the waterfront. And unfortunately, that was the only thing I found at the waterfront today. A couple of cool finds, though. We picked up a 1980 nickel. That was the one, if you remember, was covered with surfboard wax. We've got a 2000 zinc penny, one of the shield pennies, so we know that's not too old. It's pretty ate up. All I could see on the number was 2000. This was completely coated in iron, and when I started chipping away, I realized what it was. It is a door latch for like a screen door or some sort of cabinet. And the big find of the day, which I thought was like a $50, I started chipping away. Let's see if you see that right there. Turns out to be a piece of round lead. So nothing to it, absolutely worthless. Had some sort of cloth coating over it of some sort. If anybody knows what that is, put it in the comments. So not a bad day hunting at the beach. A lot of fun. And we'll see you on the next one.